We get the switch, we get the regular, we get the rails, we get the hip. What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Ninja Review, the series where I review videos submitted to me by you guys. Last week, we skipped an episode of Ninja Review because I was making jokes about Gabe Cruz. This week, we're getting back to Ninja Review, but we're not done with Gabe. We're gonna make jokes about him all month for Gabe-tober. Now, let's get into today's video. Our first video is called Greg Sweet on his homemade skateboards by Greg Sweet. Rewind and play. I want to hear more. Wow, that was a really cool way to start the video. I want to hear more about these homemade skateboards. Also, we have reviewed this guy in the past. He had some really cool, I think his banger was switch laser flip to 50-50 on one of these rails. So I'm expecting him to do a lot of tricks that I don't quite understand. The switch front crook 180 could have been cooler. A lot of these tricks, listen, I never claimed to be the master of knowing the name of every trick. And if you do know the name of every single trick, then you're a fucking nerd. Okay? He's gonna do some weird stuff where his body turns one way, the skateboard turns the other way. Right there, what do we call that? A gazelle? I don't fucking know. Fakey, we're getting different stances, not too much tic-tacs, although right there, that certainly could have been cleaned up. Right there, that trick was literally only 1 inch off the ground. We get, what do you think, some type of weird pressure flip to spin it back. Then we get the, oh my god, I can't keep up with these tricks. They're going too fast. He did the nollie double flip 270. I do appreciate all the action, the framing here, like right there. What was that? Body did a 360. Skateboard kind of did a shove it, then went back. We get the fakie. We get the nollie. We get the switch. We get the regular. We get the rails. We get the hip. We get the nollie bigger heel flip. Right here, regular nollie big heel coming back. What do we get here? Don't know what that's called. Nollie inward heel where your body does an extra spin. Maybe you guys can correct me. I feel like it's, wow, completely blindside 180 right there. I feel like it's really impressive when somebody puts out a video part, however often he does this, let's say 3 times a year, and every time I see a video of this guy, I see a trick that I think I've never seen before. Switch double, I think, right there. I think that's really impressive. You know, some skateboarders out there, even pros, they do their entire video part, big handrails, ledge tricks, lines, but they're all tricks you've seen previously. Then you get a guy like this just skating the skate park. You don't often see the fakey front 180 forward flip, the nollie shove late varial. Like, I don't know. It's impressive. I would like to hear about these homemade skateboards. Also, feel free in the comments to let me know what these tricks are called. Also, feel free, we should play a game where you name what the trick's called and I try to figure out if you're lying to me or not. Like, what was that, a zombie flip? Right here, we get a late Limp Biscuit. In a minute, we're gonna get a Frosty Snowman grind. Like, some of those might be real in the current climate of skateboarding. Final trick, I believe, is the back foot flip, back lip. And I have to say, overall, very impressed. A lot of you guys in the comments, the reason I get so defensive about it is because if I make one tiny mistake, by the way, I do these live in one take, so I may mispronounce something. The comments are just waiting. Oh my god, he said backside instead of frontside. Listen, this is a fun video that we make, right? We review the videos, we make fun of the skaters, we get impressed. Every once in a while, we get some good skaters on here. But when you take this entire format and your goal as a viewer is to trip me up, ooh, it's almost like you're reviewing me. I really shouldn't even be upset, but it kind of takes away from what we're doing here. We're reviewing these videos. We're trying to help these guys to realize mistakes they don't know they're making, and hopefully to improve their video. Overall, in this video, framing was great, trick difficulty through the roof, filming was fine. I get a lot of people making excuses like, I don't have a friend to film me. This guy, almost every one of these clips was filmed by, I don't know, a phone on a tripod, and these tripods cost only like $2-3 on Amazon. So this guy's living proof that there's no excuse. He's making up tricks that otherwise would have been thought impossible, and he's pulling them off week after week after week. So right here, 10 out of 10 in my opinion. We found what? 2 tricks maybe that could have been cleaned up. And for a video that's 3 minutes, I would say definitely you could have cut those tricks out or redid them. But overall, 10 out of 10. Great job, Greg. Sweet. I'm actually already subscribed. I was gonna subscribe. I'm already there. Next video, Summer 2022 edit by Mike Gill. Rewind and play. Starting off, the grind to shove. You do want to start off with a bang. Wow, the shove it late flip. Let's rewind. He blasted that one out there. Look how high he caught it. This trick is actually notoriously hard to catch in the air, and he did it. I would have switched the order of these first 2 tricks because right here we just get a boring 50-50 shove. Then again, I'm biased. I don't feel like that's starting your video with a bang. Now that I feel like I may be contradicting myself, how did he start his video? Oh yeah, with this weird hippie jump trick that no one's ever done or seen before. Like, I'm not saying that's the most difficult trick. I rewinded to the other video, but it catches your attention. Right here, you starting off with the grind shove, you're not really catching much attention. Although this background is cool. We got a train, a random TV on the street. Okay, moving on. We get a back grind shove. Filming seems okay. We're in this rough ground pole jam. Nollie 360 that doesn't quite leave the ground. Varial flip grind landing perfectly. He glocked right into it. He locked right into that varial flip grind. And that's a trick where I would assume, I'm taking some liberties here, I would assume that it took, like he landed it a few times and he wanted that perfect one. And as I watched the video, other than not leaving the ground on the Nollie 360, oh, and this, I was gonna say there weren't too many problems right now, but when you're doing a basic ass ollie, you want this thing to flatten out at the height of your ollie. This is kind of like a rocket. You're just rocketing over here for no reason. Kind of a wasted trick. We're gonna not try to nitpick too much here. And it looks like he was setting up for maybe switch shove or switch 180, maybe switch big spin. If you're gonna obviously set up like a following trick, he should cut the clip here so it looks like that's all he expected. When you cut the clip here, you can see his back foot setting up for something frontside. And I don't know, it just kind of makes me feel like, oh, that was like a botch, right? That was a ruined clip. Right here, lip slide had very little control on the front lip, which is surprising because all of these other tricks, he seems to be totally in control. Framing here could have been much better, right? You're only skating from this area of the frame to this area, so we don't need this up here. We don't need this up here. It is beautiful, okay? Take pride in where you live, but also your camera, look, some Asian guy died in China to be able to have iPhones that have zoom, right? They're slaving away trying to make these iPhones and Android phones as up-to-date as possible, and you're gonna sit there and not even use the zoom button. Oh, Yoshimitsu's fucking bummed out, man. He's working to make these cameras as good as they can be, and you're just wasting the whole feature. Okay, shove it grind. He's got that trick down, man. Really nice square landing. Varial flip, lip slide. Didn't slide very long, but really kept it casual, right? No crazy arm stees, no tic tacs. Right there, also a clip too long, right? I can tell you landed it. I can tell you landed this boring ass back 50-50. Also, you started the video. Earlier, you already did a back 50-50 shove. So this 50-50 seems pointless. And you're gonna keep in the random push, making me think it's a line, and then there's no line. Just some basic mistakes here. Little Casper flip there. It's not a Casper flip, it's a hospital flip. Oh yeah, I forgot that the trick name completely changes if one of your other feet does this. Yeah, I'm the stupid one. I'm the one that come on guys, like Jesus. Oh, we got some nollie in there, nollie shove to rock. Nice tray flip, no tic tacs, landing really square. Again with the framing. I appreciate that your skate park has all your buddies here, but I don't need to see this building all the way in the back. I don't need to see this group of people, this building back here, this guy. You could zoom in here, whatever this is, 8, 9 stairs, you're gonna ollie it. You want to make the clip look like it has as much action as possible, and sometimes for a lot of action, there needs to be, I don't know, like the subject has to have a lot of movement. Right now, bro, you're just a tiny little ant. You're not even a human being. There's ants. You're in an ant hill, not a skate park. What is this, a skate park for ants? Switch front shove. I thought he was going to go for the big spin there. Impressive, you know, way too slow on this. And again, listen, I don't want to tell you how you need to skate, but this Nollie 360 that you keep going back to, maybe it's one of your favorite tricks, and if you keep doing it, you'll get better at it, but right now it's an eyesore. Okay, it doesn't look good. Nollie 3 shove right there, no pop whatsoever. Back grind varial. Saw that coming. This was probably on the same day that he did earlier. He did the back grind to shove, warmed up, then did the varial. I appreciate that he didn't put those clips right next to each other, because then it would really just waste time. But when you separate them, you give each clip value, and that was a good, smart play right there, in my opinion. Get the handrail. I mean, overall, this guy's not making too many mistakes. Blasted the varial flip. Wow, he caught that one up there. Now here, listen, I'm gonna contradict myself. The framing here is cool because you can see the landing, the jump, the landing, everything, but you also have this nice symmetric background, nice big blue sky. This is more aesthetic than the 8-stair ollie earlier. And also, you caught it way up here. It's kind of, things can get jumbled in the background, especially with all these colors. But man, you did this fantastic. Is this the last trick of the video? Maybe a slow-mo after that? Yeah, definitely a slow-mo. You should be proud of that, man. Excellent, excellent varial flip, and overall, pretty good video. There's not really much for me to sum up. Everything I felt about that video, I paused it and talked about it. Usually I save all that stuff and bring it up at the end. But yeah, overall good video. Couple of things to tweak, and you could actually still make a good video out of all of this footage with just a couple of small changes. Maybe I'm just in a good mood. I'm gonna give this video an 8 out of 10. If you guys are still here, please leave a comment. Let me know what you would rate each video. I gave the first one a 10, the second one an 8. It's not always based on skill, it's based on watchability. Obviously, this guy Greg is way better than this guy Mike at skateboarding, but that doesn't mean that a less skilled skateboarder can't make a very entertaining video, and I hope that's motivating for you guys. I know everything I say is not like the definitive rule. I'm just giving you guys my thoughts, but there is a lot of the things I say that are 100% true. You know, too much roll up, too much roll away. You land a trick and you set up for another one and then cut the clip. That was too much roll away. You're only making yourself look worse. So if we can make you look better, that is the goal of this series. Great job, guys. A link to both of these videos will be in the description below. If you would like to submit a video of you skating to me, it's easy to do. People mess it up every single week. I'm considering maybe I'm gonna start screenshotting every person who submits a video incorrectly and publicly shame them, because I get in this mindset where sometimes I think you guys might think I'm joking. No, there's 5 people every single week who can't figure this out. These are the steps. Find me on Facebook, type in Ninja Lifestyle, or find me on Instagram. Either one of those is fine. Then send me a message or a DM, and inside this message write, "This is for Ninja Review." Then include a skateboarding video of you, a link, right? A YouTube link of a skateboarding video, not a dancing video, not a vlog, just you skateboarding, and make sure it's in this format, right? No vertical footage. This is 16:9 aspect ratio, not 9:16. Here's an example. See all this part that's like yellow? And let's pretend that there was a skateboard video in the middle here. We don't want that. We want the whole screen to be skateboarding video. Like if you're holding it horizontally, listen, I've gone over this so many times. Also, don't just zoom it in or crop the footage. It's gonna pixelate it and make it look terrible. Listen, guys, you're holding a camera. Let's pretend this is an iPhone. Turn it like this. Make it long ways. Oh, here's a comb. Don't film like this. Film like this from your phones. Listen, if you want to do Ninja Review, I know Instagram and TikTok, they're really pushing these vertical videos, but for me, my series, my rules. Whatever, guys. I feel like I'm rambling now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe. Hit that bell, because if you don't hit the bell, I just read an article that said YouTube will never tell you that I exist. So, I don't know, consider yourself lucky for even seeing this video. Have a great weekend, guys, and if you lasted this long, make a joke about Gabe Cruz. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Kuna Matata, bitches. In the arms